Hi. Hi. Here we go. Hello. Hi. I'm so sorry. I'm totally not late, okay? I'm totally not late, okay? Hi everybody. Sorry, I was having some issues, but we're here. We're fine. 15 minutes late, but that's fine. That's okay. It's fine. Hi, how you guys doing today? How you guys doing? It's my in September it's my birthday. Oh, I thought you meant now. That's a good information, I guess. Happy very soon birthday. Hi Foxy, hello Moons. Hi Nimby, hi Cyber, hello Fufu, hi everybody, hi Tony, hello. Guys, for today's stream, do you think we should use this silly Mai or should we use the big Mai? Maybe for this stream we could use the big Mai. What do you say? Yeah, maybe the big one. Let me grow up. Oh no, I'm changing. I have puberty and my body is going through so many changes. This is what puberty does to you. Hello. I have a feeling some new viewers who have been here only some past few days may not even have not maybe even seen this model before. Hello, I've been using the mini model a lot lately because it's just adorable, it's just so cute. This is weird. This is so strange to be big again. I'm big. I grew up. Yeah. Okay. I guess we probably should maybe change the BGM to something more spooky. I was trying to look at some spooky BGMs and then my internet died, so I didn't find any, but maybe let's try and quickly find one together. If I just save creepy free BGM, then what do we get? Ooh, spoopy. I don't know. That's like an ambience. I would like... Yeah, careful about the BGMs, I know. I'm trying. I hope that when they say no copyright music or free ambience, something that it means that it's actually free, But maybe I am a dumb for thinking like that, Oh. Damn. Wow. Wow, okay. A drop? Is there gonna be a boom? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe not this one. Ghostly whispers. Yeah. This looks promising. I don't know. If you guys know of any cool free BGMs, then you can tell me. I'm sorry, I was trying to look for something before a stream, but I don't know. I'm sorry. Fumu, fumu, fumu. Fumu, fumu, fumu. Fumu, fumu, fumu. You got some? Let me check. Oh, is that... Oh, you downloaded some? Oh. Are you sure they are all free? You're also doing like reading streams sometimes, right? So maybe... Let me see. Use them before? Okay, thank you! Let's see. What do we have here? This one is very sad. Let's see. This one... Ah! There we go. That's like a battle one. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I like this one maybe. But it only has like 30 seconds. I like this one. I used to play all in loop. Oh, I see. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to be quick. Okay, this one sounds good too. Let's download this one too. Thank you so much, Foxy. Thank you. Ooh, very nice. Are they downloading? It doesn't seem like they are. Why not? I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Why do they don't want to download? Help me. Fufu, can you help me, please? I don't know how to download these, because when I do the download button, they don't download. I'm so sorry. Já už to musím jako otevřít na prohlížeči, ale já nevím jak. Zkus. Doesn't want to download. It just like, no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Oh. Oh. Ty poslední 3 jsou dobré. Is it gonna... Yippee! Okay. Fufu is the best. He's the best. Beats the rest. Na 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 na. Ring 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 ring. Banana born. Da 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 da. Okay. Sorry about that. So sorry about that. Okay. Let me put them all into a folder, and I should be able to loop them when they are like all in a folder, right? I don't know how it works. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Here we have the creepy music. Dun dun dun. Very dramatic. And let's finally start the stream. I am so sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Okay. Thank you so much, Foxy, for showing me these. Sharing these with me. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And so, for the reading, for the creepypasta, I definitely wanna try and read some of like the very edgy classics, like, you know, Jeff the Killer. Of course, we cannot have a creepypasta reading stream without Jeff. We can try and find some that like nobody knows, just like yeah. I would also maybe like to try and read some maybe like Slenderman creepypastas, since, you know, we played Slenderman a lot lately, so I'm kind of interested in the lore. You know. Yeah. Okay. And so, do you think we should start with the Jeff? I know Jeff is just very edgy and not very like creepy, you know. So maybe it would be a good start. Yeah. Bang. Are the BGMs gonna like... No, I don't know how to make them like play each other. Oh no. Am I gonna have to manually always like start the BGMs? Cause I don't know how to do that. Welp. If you know of any good creepypastas, then Yep, we are gone. Are we back? Oh boy. We okay now? We should be okay now. Okay, weird. Ah! So much scuff lately. My, I hate scuff. You know, I actually had a very silly dream about scuff, like yesterday, I think. And I was streaming and I was having scuff, and my mom came to the stream and she was trying to stream with me, but the microphone wasn't working, and she was giving me some like very silly advice, so I was getting angry, and then my brother came in the room and he also was giving me just really stupid advice, and I got so mad that I was yelling at him. He said like, I don't know what he said. Like, have you tried buying this one thing that would like make stuff better? And I was like, ah! On my poor brother. And he was just looking at me very confused, like, what did I do? What did I say? Why are you yelling? Well, family stream when hopefully never. Jesus, that would be bad. Okay. You know. Yeah, I really have no idea how to... Can I what can I... We can loop this one. Okay. So, let's finally read something, shall we? So we can start with the GIF. What? No, I don't want the lore. Let me read the story, goddammit. Nah, help me. Wattpad? No, I don't want to read it on Wattpad. My gosh. No, I just wanna read it, please. My god, I am so sorry. This stream is bad. Is this the story? It might be. Okay, Okay, I found it. Yay! I think so. I think. Did I? I think so. Okay, my god, so much yapping. Let me just read it, please. Okay. So. Jeff the Killer Creepypasta story. Spread from a local newspaper, ominous unknown killer is still at large. Ooh. After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the rise. After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. Ooh, maybe this is like a different version of GIF. I bet there is like hundreds of like different GIF versions, you know? Okay. Let's see what this one is about. Okay. Grab your popcorns, grab your tea or whatever, and let's get spooky. I had a bad dream, and I woke up in the middle of the night, says the boy. I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up and shut it once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling, like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There, in the little ray of light, illuminating from between my curtains, were a pair of two eyes. These weren't regular eyes, they were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain... They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth, a long, horrendous smile that made every hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there, watching me. Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said it, a simple phrase, but said in a way only a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep! Go to sleep!" I let out a scream. Ah! That's what sent him at me. He pulled up a knife, aiming at my heart. He jumped on top of my bed. I fought him back. I kicked, I punched, I rolled around, trying to knock him off me. That's when my dad busted in. The man threw the knife. It went into my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbors hadn't alerted the police. They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. The man turned and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash, like glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of my house was broken. I looked out it? That doesn't seem right, but okay. I looked out it to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget that face, those cold, evil eyes, and that psychotic smile. They will never leave my head. Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in this story, please contact your local police department. Jeff and his family had just... Oh, I guess that's the end of the report. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. Oh, so now this is a story of Jeff. I guess it is written in a very weird way where they don't tell you who's saying what. Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighborhood. His dad has gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighborhoods. Sorry. Jeff and his brother Leo... Okay, nice name. Jeff and his brother Leo couldn't complain though. A new, better house. What was not to love? And they were getting unpacked, as they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbors came by. Hello, she said. I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself and to introduce my son. She turns around and calls her son over. Billy, these are our new neighbors. Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard. Well, said Jeff's mom, I'm Margaret, and this is my husband Peter, and my two sons, Jeff and Leo. They each introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family were done packing, Jeff went up to his mom. Mom, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you haven't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid. Yeah, I'm not like those other kids, Mom. Jeff, said his mother, we just moved here. We should show that we want to spend time with our neighbors. Now we're going to that party, and that's final. Jeff started to talk but stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. Whenever his mom said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. He sat there looking at his ceiling, when suddenly he got a weird feeling. Not so much pain, but a weird feeling. He dismissed it as just some random feeling. He heard his mother call him down to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it. The next day, Jeff walked downstairs to get breakfast and got ready for school. As he sat there eating his breakfast, he once again got that feeling. This time it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain, but he once again dismissed it. As he and Leo finished breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop. They sat there waiting for the bus, and then, all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise. Hey, what the hell? The kid landed and turned back to them. He kicked his skateboard up and caught it with his hands. The kid seems to be about 12, 1 year younger than Jeff. He wears an aeropostale shirt. No idea what that is. Does anybody know what Aeropostale shirt is? And ripped blue jeans. Wow, what a cool kid! He's the cool kid! He's the cool skater kid! Oh no, that's gonna be the enemy. Well. Looks like we got some new meat. Ew! Suddenly, 2 other kids appeared. One was super skinny and the other was huge. Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith. Jeff and Leo looked over to the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have. And here's Troy. They looked over at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. This kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling. Burn! Welcome back, Moons. And I, said the first kid, am Randy. Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there is a small price for a bus fare, if you catch my drift. Leo stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kids' eyes. What? Out of the kids' eyes? He wants to punch their eyes? Leo stood up ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes when one of his friends pulled a knife on him. I had hoped you would be more cooperative. These are not just some random bullies! These are psychopaths! My god! But it seems we must do this the hard way. The kid walked up to Leo and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again. Now it was truly strong, a burning sensation. He stood up, but Leo gestured to him to sit down. Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid. Listen here, you little punk. Give back my bro's wallet or else. Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife. Oh, and what will you do? Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it. Randy screamed and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. Troy and Keith rushed to Jeff, but Jeff was too quick. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked and stabbed him in the arm. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground screaming. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He just punched Troy straight in the stomach and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Ew. Leo could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff. Jeff, how did you... was all he said. They saw the bus coming and knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing, so they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As Jeff and Leo made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened, and all they did was just sit and listen. Leo just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids, but Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that feeling, he felt how powerful it was, the urge to just hurt someone. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school. Even as he walked home, due to the whole thing near the bus stop, and how now he probably wouldn't be taking the bus anymore, he felt happy. When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, and he said in a somewhat ominous voice, "It was a wonderful day." Next morning, he heard a knock at his front door. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door, his mother looking back at him with an angry look. Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids, that it wasn't regular fighting, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son! Jeff's gaze fell to the floor, showing his mother that it was true. Mom, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Leo. Son, said one of the cops, we found 3 kids, 2 stabbed, 1 having a bruise on his stomach, and we have witnesses proving that you fled the scene. Now what does that tell us? Jeff knew it was no use. He could say him and Leo had been attacked, but then there was no proof it was not them who attacked first. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these bullies were pretty known around the town, that they carry hacking knives with them and they take everybody's money for the bus, but you know what I know. Hi, Ria. He could say him and Leo have been attacked, but then there was no proof it was not them who attacked them first. They couldn't say that they were... Oh, sorry. They couldn't say that they weren't fleeing, because truth to be told, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Leo. Son, call down your brother. Jeff couldn't do it, since it was he who beat up all the kids. Sir, it was me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Leo tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me. The cop looked at his partner and they both nodded. Well, kid, looks like a year in juvile. What's juvile? I guess like something like a prison for young kids. I guess. Wouldn't the parents also get in trouble? Honestly, I'm not super sure what happens when a very young kid does something like this, you know? What? I mean, I guess if this happened in real life, like I said, I'm pretty sure these bullies were very known around to be crazy ass heckin' people. So I don't think, I think they would have a reason to believe Jeff and his bro that it was you know, who knows? I don't know. I don't know nothing. The parents go to jail, right? Yeah. Juvenile detention center. Oh, okay. Wait, says Leo. They all looked up to see him holding a knife. The officer pulls out their guns. Pulled out their guns and locked them on Leo. Wait, I was about to say it's a child. But then I was like, wait, I don't think that matters. Yeah. Oh, so it's America, exactly what I'm thinking. It was me. I beat up those little punks. Have the marks to prove it. He lifted up his sleeves to reveal cuts and bruises, as if he was in a struggle. Son, just put the knife down, said the officer. Leo held up the knife and dropped it on the ground. He put his hands up and walked over to the cops. No, Leo, it was me! I did it! Jeff had tears running down his face. Poor bro. Trying to take the blame for what I did. Well, take me away! Why is this so funny? The police led Leo out to the patrol car. Leo, tell them it was me! Tell them! I was the one who beat up those kids! Jeff's mother put her hands on his shoulders. Jeff, please, if you don't have to lie. We know it's Liu. You can stop. How do you... We know it's Liu. Like, do you? Do you? Not gonna lie, even in the 2010 standards, Jeff the Killer was already a garbage creepypasta. It was just super popular because it was super edgy. And you know, people like edgy stuff. It makes them feel like, I'm crazy too. Yeah, I'm cool too, you know? Jeff, please, you don't have to lie. We know it's Liu, you can stop. Jeff watched helplessly as the cop car speeds off with Liu inside. A few minutes later, Jeff's dad pulled into the driveway, seeing Jeff's face and knowing something was wrong. Son, what is it? Jeff couldn't answer. His vocal cords were strained from crying. Instead, Jeff's mother walked his father inside to break the bad news to him as Jeff wept in the driveway. After an hour or so, Jeff walked back into the house, seeing that his parents were both shocked, sad and disappointed. He couldn't look at them. He couldn't see how they thought of Liu when it was all his fault. He just went to sleep, trying to get the whole thing off his mind. 2 days went by with no word from Liu at GDC. No friends to hang out with, nothing but sadness and guilt. That is until Saturday when Jeff is woken up by his mother with a happy, sunshiny face. Jeff, it's the day, she said as she opened up the curtains and let light flood into his room. What's today? Asked Jeff as he stirs awake. Why, it's Billy's party! Son! I know your brother got arrested for something you did 2 days ago, but guess what? I'm so happy because we can go to like a 10-year-old's birthday party. Isn't this awesome? My son is in jail, but we can go to a party! Yay! It was popular also because of the spoopy 4chan smile image. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that image I think is actually very creepy. I don't like looking at it. I much preferred Eyeless Jack and Laughing Jack. Yeah, I remember those two too. Those were fine. Well, they were definitely better. But yeah. We can see who is the favorite child. They were so quick to send Liu away. They were like, Jeff, how could you? We have witnesses. And like everybody knows it was you. And then Liu was like, nah, it's me. And everybody's like, oh yeah, okay, fine. Take him away. Why, it's Billy's party. He was now fully awake. Mom, you're joking, right? You don't expect me to go to some kid's party after... There was a long pause. Jeff, we both know what happened. I think this party could be the thing that brightens up the past days. It's been 2 days. Now get dressed. Jeff's mother walked out of the room and downstairs to get ready herself. He fought himself to get up. He picked out a random shirt and pair of jeans and walked downstairs. He saw his mother and father all dressed up, his mother in a dress and his father in a suit. He thought why they would ever wear such fancy clothes to a kid's party. Son, is that all you're going to wear? Said Jeff's mom. Oh, pff. She has very deep voice now. I thought it was the dad. Jeff's mom is now having a very deep voice. Son, is that all you're going to wear? Said Jeff's mom. Also, does anybody ever call their children son? Hello, son. You are my son. Yes. Hello, daughter. Your mother gave birth to you. That is right. You are my son. That never happens. Or like, nobody ever calls like their children son and daughter, or siblings never ever call each other brother and sister. Like, I would never like say to my brother like, hey brother. Hi bro. Like, maybe bro, that sounds good like in English, I guess, but brother, nah. That's just never happens. Son, is that all you're going to wear? Said Jeff's mom. Better than wearing too much, he said. His mother pushed down the feeling to yell at him and hold it with a smile. Yell at him for that? Okay, too fine. Now, Jeff, we may be overdressed, but this is how you go if you want to make an impression, said his father. Oh, his father now has a very high voice, said his father. Jeff grunted and went back to his room. Yeah, I call my sister swears. No, that's bad. Don't do that. Excuse me. Man, I never really liked the whole mascot slash creature creepypasta because I felt they kinda missed the point of internet-based horror. Right? Yeah, like every time I read this like specific character, creature or something creepypasta, it was more like just very edgy, you know, so that people could like, I don't know, draw it and cosplay it and I don't know. And then when I like, I mostly listened to creepypasta when I was younger. The ones who were just about like something that you like cannot see, something just like, you know, lurking in the shadows. Those were the best ones. Those were the best ones. Cause they were actually spooky, not just I am a 13-year-old kid and I am crazy and I'm stabbing people. You know? Jeff grunted and went back to his room. Advertisements? What? What? I don't think that's part of the story. I don't have any fancy clothes, he yelled downstairs. Just pick out something, called his mother. He looked around in his closet for what he could call fancy. He found a pair of black dress pants he had for special occasions and an undershirt. He couldn't find a shirt to go with it, though. He looked around and found only striped and patterned shirts, none of which go with the dress pants. Finally, he found a white hoodie and put it on. You're wearing that? They both said. His mother looked at her watch. Oh, no time to change. Let's just go, she said as she hurried Jeff and his father out the door. They crossed the street over to Barbara and Billy's house. They knocked on the door, and at it appeared that Barbara, just like his parents, way overdressed. As they walked inside, all Jeff could see were adults, no kids. The kids are in the yard, Jeff. How about you go and meet some of them, said Barbara. Jeff walked outside to a yard full of kids. They were running around in weird cowboy costumes and shooting each other with plastic guns. He might as well be standing in a Toys R Us. Suddenly a kid came up to him and handed him a toy gun and a hat. Hey, wanna play? He said. Oh wait. Hey, wanna play? He said. No kid, I'm too old for this stuff. The kid looked at him with that weird puppy dog face. Please, said the kid. Kick him in the face. Fine, said Jeff. He put on the hat and started to pretend to shoot at the kids. At first, he thought it was totally ridiculous. But then he started to actually have fun. They all forgot about the other son. They all forgot about the brothers so soon. All it took were just some plastic guns. He actually started having fun. It might not have been super cool, but it was the first time he had done something that took his mind off Leo. So he played with the kids for a while until he heard a noise, a weird rolling noise. Then it hit him. Randy, Troy, and Keith all jumped over the fence on their skateboards. Jeff dropped the fake gun and ripped off the hat. Randy looked at Jeff with a burning hatred. "Hello, Jeff, is it?" he said. "We have some unfinished business." Jeff saw his bruised nose. "I think we're even. I beat up the crap out of you and you get my brother sent to JDC. Randy got an angry look in his eyes. "Oh no, I don't go for even, I go for winning. You may have kicked our asses that one day, but not today." As he said that, Randy rushed at Jeff. What? As he said that, Randy rushed at Jeff? They both fell to the ground. Randy punched Jeff in the nose, and Jeff grabbed him by the ears and head-butted him. Jeff pushed Randy off of him, and both rose to their feet. Kids were screaming, and parents were running out of the house. Troy and Keith both pulled guns out of their pockets. No one interrupts or guts will fly," they said. Randy pulled out a knife on Jeff and stabbed it into his shoulder. Wow. Jeff screamed and fell to his knees. Randy started kicking him in the face. After 3 kicks, Jeff grabbed his foot and twisted it, causing Randy to fall to the ground. Jeff stood up and walked towards the back door. Troy grabbed him. "Need some help?" He picks Jeff up by the back of the collar and throws him through the patio door. As Jeff tries to stand up, he kicked down... As Jeff tries to stand, he is kicked down to the ground. Randy repeatedly starts kicking Jeff until he starts to cough up blood. "Come on, Jeff, fight me!" He picks up Jeff and throws him into the kitchen. Randy sees a bottle of vodka on the counter and smashes the glass over Jeff's head. "Fight!" He throws Jeff back into the living room. "Come on, Jeff, look at me!" Jeff glances up, his face riddled with blood. "I was the one who got your brother sent to JDC, and now you're just gonna sit here and let him rot in... And now you're just gonna sit here and let him rot in there for a whole year. You should be ashamed." Jeff starts to get up. "Ooh, wow, so cool, so cool." Not the vodka. No. "Oh, finally, you stand and fight." Jeff is now to his feet. Blood and vodka on his face. For some reason that sounds very funny. Once again, he gets that strange feeling, the one in which he hasn't felt for a while. "Finally, he's up," says Randy as he runs at Jeff. That's when it happens. Something inside the Jeff snaps. His psyche is destroyed. All rational thinking is gone. All he can do is kill. Ooh, ooh, wow. He grabs Randy and grabs Randy and pile drives him to the ground. He gets on top of him and punches him straight in the heart. The punch causes Randy's heart to stop. As Randy gasps for breath, Jeff's hammers down on him, punch after punch. Blood gushes from Randy's body until he takes one final breath and dies. Everyone is looking at Jeff now. The parents, the crying kids, even Troy and Keith. Although they easily break from the gaze and point their guns at Jeff. Jeff sees the guns trained on him and runs for the stairs. As he runs, Troy and Keith let out fire on him, each shot missing. Jeff runs up the stairs. He hurls, Troy and Keith follow up behind. As they let out their final rounds of bullets, Jeff ducks into the bathroom. He grabs the towel rag and rips it off the wall. Troy and Keith race in, knives ready. Troy swings his knife at Jeff, who backs away and bangs the towel rag into Troy's face. Troy gets down hard, and now all that's left is Keith. He is more agile than Troy though, and ducks when Jeff swings the towel rag. He dropped the knife and grabbed Jeff by the neck. He pushed him into the wall. A thing of bleach fell down on top of him from the top shelf. It burned both of them and they both started to scream. Jeff wiped his eyes as best as he could. He pulled back the towel rag and swung it straight into Keith's head. As they lay there, bleeding to death, he let out an ominous smile. This is so cringy. This is so cringy. What's so funny? Asked Jeff. Keith pulled out a lighter and switched it on. What's funny, he said, is that you're covered in bleach and alcohol. Jeff's eyes widened as Keith threw the lighter at him. As soon as the flame made contact with him, the flames ignited the alcohol in the vodka. While the alcohol burned him, the bleach bleached his skin. I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works, but yeah. Jeff let out a terrible screech as he caught on fire. He tried to roll out the fire, but it was no use. The alcohol had made him a walking inferno. He ran down the hall and fell down the stairs. Everybody started screaming as they saw Jeff, now a man on fire, drop to the ground, nearly dead. The last thing Jeff saw was his mother and the other parents trying to extinguish the flame. That's when he passed out. When Jeff woke, he had a cast wrapped around his face. He couldn't see anything, but he felt a cast on his shoulder and stitches all over his body. He tried to stand up, but he realized that there was some tube in his arm, and when he tried to get up, it fell out, and a nurse rushed in. I don't think you can get out of bed just yet, she said as she put him back in his bed and reinserted the tube. Jeff sat there with no vision, no idea of what his surroundings were. Finally, after hours, he heard his mother. Honey, are you okay? She asked. Jeff couldn't answer though, his face was covered, and he was unable to speak. Oh, honey, I have great news. After all the witnesses told the police that Randy confessed... what? Huh? After all the witnesses told the police that Randy confessed of trying to attack you, they decided to let Leo go. Sometimes I feel like it is not... Some sentences are not written very well. But that's okay. This was probably written by a 12-year-old, so... This made Jeff almost bolt up, stopping halfway, remembering the tube coming out of his arm. He'll be out by tomorrow, and then you two will be able to be together again. Excuse me. Jeff's mother hugs Jeff and says her goodbyes. The next couple of weeks where Jeff was visited by his family. Then came the day where his bandages were to be removed. His family members were all there to see it, what he would look like, as the doctors unwrapped the bandages from Jeff's face. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. They waited until the last bandage holding the cover over his face was almost removed. "Let's hope for the best," said the doctor. He quickly pulls the cloth, letting the rest fall from Jeff's face. Jeff's mother screams at the sight of his face. "Well, that's not very nice, Mama." "He's very injured," and you are like, it's horrible. You look horrible. Well, that's Mama, that don't do that. Jeff's mother screams at the sight of his face. Leo and Jeff's dad stare awestruck at his face. What happened to my face?" Jeff said. He rushed out of bed and ran to the bathroom. He looked in the mirror and saw the cause of the distress. His face. It's horrible. His lips were burned to a deep shade of red. His face was turned into a pure white color, and his hair signed from brown to black. That sounds very weird. I don't think that's what happens when you burn, but yeah. He slowly put his hands to his face. It had a sort of leathery feel to it now. He looked back at his family, then back at the mirror. "Jeff," said Leo, "it's not that bad." "Not that bad?" said Jeff. It's perfect." His family was equally surprised. Jeff started laughing uncontrollably. His parents noticed that his left eye and hand were twitching. Jeff, are you okay?" "Okay? I never felt more happy." "Look at me. This face goes perfectly with me." He couldn't stop laughing. He stroked his face, feeling it, looking at it in the mirror. What caused this? Well, you may recall that when Jeff was fighting Randy, something in his mind, his sanity snapped. Thank you for the flashback, I guess. Now he was left as a crazy killing machine. That is, his parents didn't know. This is so cringy. Oh, hi, Cupcake. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Today is the last day of our horror week, and we are reading some creepypastas. Of course, we had to start with the classic Jeff the Killer. And it is exactly how I remember. Very edgy and very cringy. But that's okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. If you need to rest, if you need to go get some food, please do. And yeah, thank you so much again. Hello, everybody. Hope you will enjoy the stream. Wow. Oh, Kura, thank you so much for becoming a Myfia member. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Jep or Jeff? Jeff. Jeff the Killer. He was left as a crazy killing machine. That is, his parents didn't know. Doctor, said the Chief's mom, is my son alright? You know, in the head? Oh yes, this behavior is typical for patients that have taken very large amounts of painkillers. No, it isn't. If his behavior doesn't change in a few weeks, Bring him back here and we'll give him a psychological test. Oh, thank you, doctor. Jeff's mother went over to Jeff. Jeff, sweetie, it's time to go. Jeff looks away from the mirror, his face still formed into a crazy smile. Okay, mommy! His mother took him by the shoulder and took him to get his clothes. This is what came in. What? This is what came in, said the lady at the desk. Jeff's mom looked down to see the black dress pants and a white hoodie her son wore. Now they were clean of blood and now stitched together. Jeff's mother led him to his room and made him put his clothes on. Then they left, not knowing that this was their final day of life. Later that night, Jeff's mother woke to a sound coming from the bathroom. It sounded as if someone was crying. She slowly walked over to see what it was. When she looked into the bathroom, she saw a horrendous sight. Jeff had taken a knife and crawled a smile into his cheeks. He's the Joker! He's the Joker! average American teenager feel like. Oh boy. Jeff, what are you doing? Asked his mother. Actually, it's not written like that. It's written as if she was totally calm. Jeff, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. Stop. Jeff looked over to his mother. I couldn't keep smiling, Mommy. It hurt after a while. Now I can smile forever. Jeff's mother noticed his eyes, ringed in black. Jeff, your eyes! His eyes were seemingly never closing. I couldn't see my face. I got tired and my eyes started to close. I burned out the eyelid so I could forever see myself, my new face. Jeff's mother slowly started to back away, seeing that her son was going insane. What's wrong, Mommy? Aren't I beautiful? Yes, son, she said. Yes, you are. Let me go get Daddy so he can see your face. She ran into the room and shook Jeff's dad from his sleep. Honey, get the gun! Get the gun! Okay. Sure, that is exactly what a mother would say. Honey, get the gun, She stopped as she saw Jeff in the doorway holding a knife. Mommy, you lied. That's the last thing they hear as Jeff rushes them with the knife, cutting both of them. His brother Leo woke up, startled by some noise. He didn't hear anything else, so he just shut his eyes and tried to go back to sleep. As he was on the border of slumber, he got the strangest feeling that someone was watching him. He looked up. Before Jeff's hands covered his mouth, he slowly raised the knife, ready to plunge it into Leo. Leo thrashed there as they're trying to escape Jeff's grip. Shh, Jeff said. Just go to sleep. And that's the end! That's the end. That's the end of the story. My gosh, it is so edgy. It is so edgy. My oh my oh my. You know what I just thought of? Instead of reading random creepypastas of the internet, what we should have totally done today, and I just forgot that I wanted to do this. I've written my own creepypastas. I've written like 5 creepypasta stories, and I still have them in my closet somewhere, I think. We should have read those! That would have been way cooler, I think. But I don't know if I should change the stream to it now. So maybe we'll do that some other time. Closet pasta. Well. Well. Yeah, I think we can do that some other time though. I know I've written one that I was like super obsessed with for a long time. I drew so many fan arts of that creepypasta, of my own creepypasta. I think it was like, you know, very briefly, I think the main character like accidentally killed his wife or son, or no, his son. He accidentally killed his son. He was sent to jail, and then with some other people from the jail, with some other criminals, they were sent to like some, you know, experiments, scientist, some weird experiments. I cannot talk English, help. And there was some creepy stuff happening, kinda reminding me of the first Outlast game, honestly. I wrote Outlast, actually. Yeah, Outlast stole from me. But instead of a hospital, it was like a lab. Kinda like the Russian sleep experiment creepypasta. Yes, but worse. Mine was worse. And I also know that like I was writing a sequel to that, but I didn't really know what to do with it. I was like starting to write it, and then for the ending I was like, well, what do I do now? And I never finished it, I think. Because that's what I always did. I like had a cool idea, I started writing, and then I was like, but where is this heading? I have no idea how this is gonna end. And so I never finished. That was like most of my stories. Yeah, so this was a big one. Then I had one where I think it was about a girl who could see this one ghost. And like the ghost was slowly getting very, very jealous of her like friends and other people, because he was like, well, I can only talk to you, so pay attention to me. And he went crazy and, I don't know, killed her cat or something. I don't know, I had a few pastas that we could read. I'm kind of thinking, I know we only read one creepypasta, but to be honest with you, I'm not feeling like super duper well. I don't know, like reading hurts my head. So I'm thinking if maybe we should keep this stream short, and you know, some other time we can read my silly pastas that I wrote as a very edgy young teenager. Check out the SCP wiki, full of some weird stories. I never was into SCPs. I think it was because when they started like showing up, and I listened to like, I never read it. I always listened to creepypastas. And I tried listening to like these SCPs, and I was so confused, because I had no idea if what they were saying was real or if it was made up. I was dumb. But I was like, is this real? Is this not? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It was confusing to me somehow. So I never got into it. That's okay, you had a long week. Yeah, this week we had 8 8 heckin' streams, and I think it's starting to get to me. I think I need to rest. I think I need to rest a little bit so I can, you know, get my energy back and start being more productive. So if it's okay, I think maybe maybe we should keep this stream short, if that's okay. I don't even want to play anything. I don't want to do anything. I just want to go lay in bed and brain rot a little. You know how it is. You did great this week, Mai. Thank you for a week of fun and scares. What did you guys like the most? What was your favorite horror week? Mine, definitely the mouthwashing. I enjoyed that so much. Rental was also fun. It wasn't that like deep, but it was interesting. I liked the rental one. Of course, Repo was awesome. But like from half of the stream, I again started feeling not super duper well. I got like super sleepy and just kind of was zoning out. But otherwise it was awesome. Yeah. Go and rot, please. I mean that in the nicest way. I will brain rot a little and then I will be back on my feet and we'll be all good. Yeah. I enjoyed Repo and first Slendra. Didn't you enjoy the one yesterday? Was it too spoopy for you, huh? It was hour and a half of playing Slenderman, and then the other hour was us doing My Little Pony Smash or Pass. That was awesome. Slender streams were so great. Yay! Hope you guys liked them. Yippee! Yummy! Okay. Slender the 8 pages was a homage to Marble Hornets. So a cool stream idea would be to binge watch Marble Hornets. I have no idea what that is. Well. I am gonna go EPs now. Well, not EPs, but just lay down and rest a little. I hope that's okay. I'm sorry. Next time we will maybe read some of my own creepypastas. I feel like that could be very fun. Because it's, again, very, very edgy, and you could see how I was like... You see this Jeff the Killer? Jeff creepypasta? I wrote mine in a very similar vibe. Very edgy. Very like, ooh, killing is cool. Boy. Well, I don't see anybody to raid. So... I guess no raids today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry that the stream was so short. But I'll be back all rest up and all back at my full energy, and yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. If it's also night for you, then I wish you a good night. And if it's not, then I wish you a wonderful day. And I will see you next week, everybody. Bye.